I want to get ready and talk about some of my 2024 personal goals that I have for myself. I know this is totally not the normal style of video that I do, but I just think it's good to say your goals out loud so that way you can, I don't know, motivate people, but also motivate yourself to work harder towards them. I've never been one to be super strict with New Year's goals. I just feel like it's always good to have a goal, but then if I don't reach it, I'm always really hard on myself. And so I like to have more instead of goals, lifestyle changes. Things that are definitely attainable and reachable for the current phase of life that I'm in. So let's talk about it. Jesse and I, and Jesse's my husband if you don't know his name, our biggest goal this year is going to be buckling down on our finances. We've spent the last couple of years, we moved, bought a new house, we got the boat, we've been traveling and stuff. And so we really want to just buckle down and save a bunch of money and just have a little more of that financial security. We both make a decent living, but instead of using our money to go on trips and travel and do all those things, while we are still going to do some trips, we want to kind of cut back and just have a little bit more of, I don't know, that little financial freedom. You guys have probably noticed too, the last year I've really focused on my overall physical and mental health, and I want to continue that in 2024. I started seeing my therapist again this last year, and it's been very helpful. I plan to continue that. I also have been working out really hard at the gym and just trying to eat better and drink better and live more of a balanced life, so to speak. And so this year I want to continue that, but I want to focus a little more on lifting a little heavier. I've noticed the most change in my body lifting heavier. I've been really lifting heavier weights the last couple months, and I for sure have been able to see a noticeable difference. So I want to continue that. I also want to make more of an effort to read at night. I go through waves where I read a bunch and then I kind of watching TV or scrolling on my phone at night. And I just noticed that when I am reading more at night, I just feel overall better, happier. I feel like scrolling on social media before bed is just not really good for your mental health, and it's just mind numbing. It's you're scrolling for what? I think part of it is just a good way to disconnect, but also it's just, I don't feel like it's a very healthy way to disconnect for me personally. So I want to focus more on just at least spending a couple minutes before bed reading, so that way the last thing that I'm thinking of is not social media. And the last goal that I have is I really want to focus on just living a more simple life. I feel like the last 6 months or so, I've just really been gravitating towards simple, less stuff, less chaos, less busy. The older I get, the more simple of a life I want to live. I want to enjoy my family. I want to cook good dinners. I want to be around the people that I love. I want to have low-key evenings where we're just hanging out in the driveway with the kids playing, or hanging in the backyard and letting them run around while we sit by the fire. While I do like to be active and busy, I just want to use more of that energy towards my own family unit, if that makes sense, and just keep things more simple. I feel like it's really hard to live in this world where we're constantly being preached to buy more, be busier, work harder. And I do think it's healthy to have a good balance of working for a better life for yourself, but for what? And I've had this big, revelation the last couple months of I don't always need the newest thing, the next biggest thing, the best thing. I'm very content and happy with my family and my kids and the house that we have, the job that I have. I don't really need more. And those are my 2024 goals / wishes, aspirations, whatever you want to call it. Let me know in the comments below if you have any similar goals or anything that you're working towards.